Black man adopts 6 girls that everyone hated. Years later, he discovers a shocking truth about them. Julius willingly chose to become the father of a set of sex toads that people despised. After a decade, the most unexpected truth about them came out on the drive back to his home. Julius looked into his rearview mirror. 4 of the girls were seated in the back of his pickup truck while 2 of them sat in front with him. The 4 girls at the back weren't talking, and neither were the ones in front. The car was gravely silent, as if they were driving to a funeral instead of going to their new home. Their expression weren't even joyful. It was just numb and neutral. It was the kind of expression that a person wears when they have experienced too many disappointments and don't bother raising their hopes. Julius was coming from the orphanage where he'd signed all the papers and come into full guardianship of the sextuplets. They were his adopted daughters now, and he was their father. He liked to think of himself as father without adoptive in it because he didn't intend to see them for 1 second as separate from him. Julius was the kind of person who was all in or nothing. He had accepted these girls as his own, and he wasn't going to ever turn back on that decision, no matter what the sextuplet had been in the orphanage for 5 years. According to the caretakers at the orphanage, the girls had been orphaned when they were 4 years old and had lived in many orphanages ever since their story was tragic, and had been what compelled Julius to make the move of adopting. Find out what happened next by pressing the plus and share, comment 6 girls for part 2.